Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Doskvol's Dead here on Game Nights. I am your host and your game master for the day, Savvy, and we're here to continue playing Blades in the Dark. We were off last week. I'm very excited to be back. Before we get started, I don't really have any special announcements, I don't think. If I do, I'm sure someone will remind me. But our streaming schedule, we stream every day except for Wednesday on this channel. If you are live with us on Twitch, hello. Welcome. You can find our streaming schedule on our Twitch page down below our faces. You can also find it on Twitter. You can also find it on our Discord, especially if you are with us in the future, either on VOD or on our YouTube channel, which we also have. It's youtube.com/game nights, same as everything else. You can go there and find videos of all of our previous shows, as well as previous episodes of shows like this. I think our week is gonna be regular. Our next live stream after this is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Monday. We'll be back with the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet. Our final episode with the smaller crew, as Sid will soon be returning to us for Dungeons and Dragons in the Strixhaven setting. We're kind of following along the module a little bit. I run it, so you guys know how that goes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and then everybody else, I'll let them talk about the stuff they're in charge of for the rest of the week. Because I think all but one of our GMs is in this show. And that's never really struck me before. So yeah, I'll let everybody talk about that. But thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm very excited to be here to play more Blades in the Dark, but I'm going to let my friends here introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting with Sid.
Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, usually just talking about TTRPGs. I have to say it slow nowadays, because otherwise I add extra T's. I am here at least for one more week, Tuesday through Sunday. Tomorrow we have our finale of our Flames of Freedom game over on twitch.tv/InfiniteRP. It's been 3 seasons. We're fighting the Prince Demon Lord of Chaos. Ben Franklin summoned him. We don't know why. I guess we'll find out, or we'll die. Whatever, hey, it's a finale. You can check that out at some point. And on Thursdays, I run our magnificent game of Elegant Creatures, which is our newly transferred to Monster of the Week game. Very excited. I had Brain Mush on Thursday, and Val was nice enough to run a lovely one-shot within our universe, where we made a new friend. Literally, we created a brand new character that you should all check out. No spoilers, but definitely gonna show up at some point. Definitely. So yeah, check that out on Thursdays. Today I'm playing Barbara, aka Bricks. And Barbara's our cutter. She does smashing, hitting, and stuff. Yeah.
And we love her very much. Thank you. Sid, next up is LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches, where I stream nights. Tomorrow I'll be streaming. Nope, what's it today? Today's Sunday. I'll be streaming on Tuesday in the afternoon. I'll be doing some Dead by Daylight. But this evening, a bunch of us are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons, which is another D game. And we are going into the Astral Seas, so that'll be super fun. Tonight I am playing Jemma. She is the mouth of the group, also the sassy one, and she's the slide.
Next up is Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG at some guy on the internet, mostly here, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. For Tuesday, I'm either running our Masks game, Squire Squad, which had a one-shot the last time we played, where we brought in special guest of Wally, and they all played new characters for that, which was a lot of fun. And then opposite Tuesdays, including this Tuesday, we will be doing our Stars Without Number game, Escape Velocity. But I'm also tonight going to be in LB's game over on her channel. But for this game, I am playing Logan, aka Spice, who is the leech.
Thank you very much. And last but not least is Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Ground on Twitter and Twitch. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. I'm also over on LB Hackman's channel tonight on Sundays doing D&D stuff. Mostly on this channel, I co-facilitate our Friday game, Neon Gods, and then I run our Saturday game of Saturday Night's Ward 47, which we just had an installment of yesterday. We're all very enjoying Parslings. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. But tonight, I will be playing Bron, aka Omen, who is the Hound.
LB, if Tanya or Rachel are ever going to be missing, I think you should
Yeah.
have me guest, and then
Absolutely.
this entire cast will move over to your channel one night.
Yeah.
I think that would be very
Everyone
funny.
just grab dinner and then
I'll see you in like an hour. Be very good. Thanks, everybody. I'm Savvy. I'm your GM. And let's get started. So last time we visited the realm of Doskvol, we did a lot of activities. Everyone did a lot of downtime activities, worked on some long-term projects, got shot in an alley because they attacked a former cop. You know, like normal things that you do in Blades in the Dark. But yeah, we had a lot of
I see
downtime.
nothing wrong with any of it.
A couple of you in particular worked on some projects. Logan got a lot of science done. Jemma made some new friends, some training was done, all that good stuff. And then Bron decided to, by himself, go after Harper, the Grey Cloak, who he had worked with previously and was seemingly involving himself in some goings-on near the turf of the crew here. It turned into a scrap, which turned into a shootout in the alley. Both of them leaving alive. Maybe. Perhaps. No one really knows. What was that face?
Well, I know I survived, and I'm pretty sure I didn't murder the other guy, so I'm trying to figure out
Are
where
you
the...
sure you survived?
Yeah. Do we...
Wouldn't that be spooky?
That would be spooky.
We just
I
hand
was
you a
dead
new
imagining
playbook.
that.
Here you go. You're a ghost now. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, so we're picking up shortly after that. You guys have a couple of things on the table that you were wanting to accomplish. One of them specific to Barbara and her haunting situation, which none of the rest of the characters know about. And then the idea was floated around to go after some new turf to start to expand the crew's influence a little bit. So I'll let you guys talk it through and decide what you wanna do. Because both of these things involve you telling me what you want to do so I can figure out where it goes. I cannot prepare for this. I'm just going to sit here and wait.
Did we patch up Bron at least? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good, we did that part. Okay, cool.
You still...
I still
At least
have.
partially.
I've only halfway on the progress clock.
Okay, but you've started the healing clock, but you still have the one harm.
Yes.
There it is. Yes, shot. That's a good descriptor.
Everybody.
Shut.
I mean,
So yeah,
depending on how these turf wars go.
I think Bron's just really trying to rest up and just drinking a lot to try to heal as quickly as possible.
drinking a lot or drinking a lot of water?
I'm gonna drink water. You know what's in the water in this city?
Some really
dangerous.
terrible fish. For sure.
Yeah, that we're trying to conglomerate for our own
Yeah.
hagfish farm.
Never forget about the terrible, terrible hagfish. They're one of my favorite things about this setting. I can't get over it.
I can't wait. I
Anyway.
can't wait.
Eventually, we'll need to upgrade the blood vessel to have like a little holding tank of them ourselves, like how crab fishermen just
Oh,
like have
like on a
the
fishing
thing
ship.
for that. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
It's a fucking awesome idea.
I love
That'd
that.
be dope.
I'd allow that.
Okay. We've all come together, yes. I think Lavira said she was gonna meet with me, didn't she?
She set up a meeting. I don't remember when she said, because that was a long time ago.
It was.
But I assume it would be within like the next couple of days. She said, come over, bring wine, and try to deal with your issue.
Can I roll something to make sure she wasn't asking me on a date and like I didn't figure it out?
Now? Days later?
Yeah, now. Days later, thinking about it, like, wait a minute. Was she coming on to me?
As someone who's literally done that, days later, yeah.
That's fair. How about, let's see. Is there a role for like putting things together? Let's see.
Like
study.
Is that let's see. Study a person, document item.
Gain
survey,
a deeper
survey location.
understanding.
Okay, so study, which I have nothing in.
Yeah, roll study.
Cool. This is controlled, I would assume.
Yep.
Standard effect.
I
No
assume
bonus
Barbara's
dice.
also gonna get shot if she fails.
Oh, yeah,
Out
that's
of
the rule
nowhere.
of this game. Like in Monster of the Week, you mark an XP if you fail. In Blades in the Dark, if you fail a roll, you just get shot.
0 dice, take the lowest roll above. That's a 2.
Oh, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way. She meant exactly what she said, and there was
Okay.
nothing else to it.
So if I bring my whole crew, that makes sense, right?
If it makes sense
Especially
to Barbara.
being that one of them is my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
That makes total sense.
it makes perfect sense to me.
Great. All right. I guess maybe after the next day of just making sure Bron's not gonna bleed out, walks out when everyone's like just, I guess, having coffee. I got a problem.
Oh God, what is it now?
Join the club.
I might have a solution, but I might need your help.
Well, I mean, we are a crew. We'd be a rather shitty crew if we didn't help each other. It like looks pointedly at the stitches he did on Bron.
What, maybe
Yeah,
we should
it's a
start
good-
with the problem first?
Right. I'm being haunted by a ghost.
I'm sorry, the Doskvolian accent caught me a bit there. It sounded like you say you're being audited by a ghost, but I don't think that's right.
Well, I killed a tax collector, and now they're a ghost, and they're haunting me. No.
Haunting,
being-
darling. Is that better?
Oh, haunting.
As they do say that death and taxes are the only certain things in life, so why would they not be the only certain things in life?
So, is this an unwanted haunting?
I mean, if she wanted to be friends, that'd be one thing. But I don't think that's what she wants.
So you have communicated with this ghost?
Yeah, she kind of woke me up one night and let me know she was there, and yeah, I don't think she's happy.
Right.
I kind of killed her on accident. It was a long time
Why?
ago.
I mean, I'm not
What?
judging, obviously, but like usually you kill people on purpose, so you're very good at it. I mean, that's what I hear.
In the background of this scene, Bron has gotten up and walked back into the quarters area of the boat, disappearing for a bit.
Did I offend him about the ghost thing?
But I don't know, he does have a spirit dog, so like, it's probably fine.
I have no problem with the dog. I love the dog. The dog's great. I don't want to get rid of the dog. I want to get rid of the ghost lady that wants revenge and all that.
Right.
Bron comes back in,
I don't want to get rid of the dog.
walks down. Who said anything about you getting rid of my dog?
Nobody. Nothing. No. What you talking about? Nothing.
Opens the box. Takes out, one at a time, because only has one arm, pieces of electroplasmic ammunition, and starts setting
To
them
be clear,
on the
he
table.
still has 2 arms.
I know, but I imagine
One
he's
of
in a
them is
sling.
it's
It's
just
in a
funny you just
sling. It's-
said, like
Yeah.
Because he's
it
only
takes him
got
out one at a
arm
time
now.
because he's only got one arm. I was like, wait a minute, did I fully forget something I did 2 weeks
No,
ago?
I mean he only has the use of one arm. There's the other one in a sling.
I was
imagine
like,
that
I
for
don't
healing.
think I did that.
I mean, it would be fitting given how many times Val has taken away your character's arms.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
that's
Most shows
true.
are consensual.
Revenge.
That's true.
If not all of them. But starts laying out pieces of electroplasmic ammunition, loading them into a pistol, and then sliding the pistol across the table to Barbara.
I mean, I can hit ghosts. It's no big deal, but I mean, thank you. I'll hold on to it. But
How often has this ghost bothered you? And when, where?
here on the boat, and just the one time so far. But I
So
think
is a boat haunted?
no. I think it's just me, and I'm on the boat, so you know.
I didn't realize a person could be haunted.
Well, I think it's that whole unfinished business bit, like
Right.
because I
Who
killed
is this?
her.
Oh, okay.
It was an accident.
Recently?
Several years ago at this point.
And have you been haunted by them previously, or is this a recent
No,
haunting?
no. First time. Yeah. It's my first haunting. I wasn't sure what to do, so.
Right.
Well, if we're looking to kill a ghost, that is sort of my area
No, I
of
don't know about
specialty.
killing or nothing. I know somebody. I talked to her already. I didn't know what she might say about it or what she needed. I'm supposed to meet her tonight.
Okay.
Well,
And
right,
you want
who's
us
this
there, so
person?
if the ghost shows up, we kill it.
In the meantime, sure. I don't know. She's one of the medium types. Her name's Elvira.
Oh, there.
You met her. You told her my real name. Remember?
What? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we went to. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Very sorry about that. Yeah, no, she seemed great.
Well, she's good, and we know each other, you know, through performing and stuff. So.
Right, so she's gonna do a seance on you?
I don't know. She told me to come over. She said to bring some wine, and then we figured out from there.
Right, she invited you to her place with some wine.
Well, she told me to bring the wine, which I figured was
Figure it
part
out.
of the payment for it.
Are
you
you
know?
sure she's not trying to date you?
What?
Oh, you are fake, aren't you?
Well, I suppose even before that, are you sure she actually knows things about ghosts? I know there are those who can communicate with them. I am able to a limited degree, but
Well, I've seen it perform before, so. And that, you remember the Simon bloke, the one we were gonna kill, but we didn't, and then we pretended that we did? He said she was real good with ghosts and stuff too, so.
right. Well, I just want to make sure we are not dealing with a charlatan.
I mean, she's probably a charlatan too, but I think she's real good with ghosts too, so.
Alright, so you just want us to go with you and...
Yeah. In case, you know, there's something else we might need to do about the ghosts, or shit goes sideways, or, you know, whatever.
Alright.
All right. Where is this place?
Where's she live again?
She lives actually down the way from where Simon lived in Silkshore.
That's right. Because they were friends.
They were neighbors.
And they were
Making sure we're not
And they
getting
were
stressed out.
roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Yeah. Silkshore?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Yeah, I'm down.
Alright. I better go get some wine, and, I know we go around, one moment while Sid looks at keeping time. Round thread
Wine
or so?
30. Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
No, wine 30, that'd be like a booty call. That's not what we're doing. It's more round thread, you know?
Right. You want me to pick up a wine for you? Do you want it to be impressive, or do you just want it to be... Like, I mean, are you looking to impress this person that we're going to go see?
I mean, we run the same, like, performance circles.
Mm-hmm. She was very nice. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Already
she's
met
real
her.
nice.
I have to remember what accent I use with her now.
Oh,
And
it
what
won't
fucking
this
name
one.
I gave.
I don't remember.
Hold on. Pulls out a journal. What was her name again?
Lavira?
Lavira. Alright. Fucking fine. Maybe I'll just stay quiet. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure it was like light looty one.
Oh, that's
don't remember the name.
My idiot one. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, that one.
Alright. Anyways, going back. Are we trying to are you trying to impress her in some way or another? Lavira.
I mean, I don't want to think I'm like a stupid shit or anything. So something nice, but
Right. Like middle of the lane.
yeah, something
Alright.
middle of the road. Sure.
Jill. Got it. I've
Right.
got to. Take notes. You remember. Alright, everyone. I'm Jewel. To this person, right?
All right, Jules.
Just Jewel. Jewel.
I'm just gonna plan on.
I was
not
wondering
addressing
if you
it.
guys would remember.
Give us enough time to look through notes.
Yeah, I figure Alex had it written down.
Alex has everything.
I don't have accents. I'm not going to be able to help you with what accents you were doing.
I do actually remember it was kind of like the light, lilty
yeah.
one. So
American shy.
Teamwork.
Aw, makes a dream work.
That would have been really funny, though, if you had showed up. She was like, "Oh,
Oh,
it was
what's up?"
Jewel."
It's my sister. Don't worry about it. Moving on.
All right. So tonight, is that all right? We head over there around Threads and take care of it.
Should be all right.
Alrighty. I'll
Once
be
we don't
here
have-
until then.
Right. You need anything?
More booze.
Well,
I'm
we're
making
going
a
out for
beer
wine.
run.
So yeah. Right. All right. Break. And just turns around, walks off the boat. Walks off the boat into the water. No.
What an
And
exit.
she was never heard from again.
Hey Logan, I'm on the chapter on bowls. But like parties.
What are you eating?
Correct social usage. If I'm going to pretend to be in high society, I need to know how to do it. So,
Oh,
They have a
okay.
lot
I
of
thought maybe
rules.
you were reading one of my anatomy texts for fun.
no, I know plenty about. Well, I don't know plenty about bowls. I've never.
This time,
What?
Bron just leaves the room.
But I find it fascinating enough,
Well,
Anyway.
we should. It is good that you are studying that. You should teach the rest of us, especially if we are going to continue to work with Iramina and perhaps get more work from among her
See
circle.
this?
Yes.
This is just on one part of society. Do you know how long it would take me to teach you how? It's going to have to be situational, all right? We go into a situation, I will tell you what to do, but the whole thing, too much. Too much to cover in one lesson,
I at least am a quick study. I cannot speak for the
That's-
others.
That's true. Plus, you got that highfalutinous in you already.
I do.
Right, you're proper.
I can be, yes. It has been a while since I've had to be, though.
Right. Maybe it's just like uptight. Is more the better word for it. And not in a bad way. I didn't mean that in a rude way.
That is fair, I suppose.
Alright, I gotta practice. Hold on. Hi! Oh, this place is so wonderful. Oh, I just love being here. What the fuck did I pick? Alright, you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna go take a shower or something. Oh shit, now we gotta go shopping. Barbara, fucking wait for me!
Okay.
What a group!
Yep. Okay. Any preparations that are being made? You go buy some nice wine.
It's fine.
Okay. Some okay wine. Anything else?
Decent wine.
I tell you it's decent wine. It's okay wine.
Rude.
Nothing
I'm-
on my end, just drinking and loading weapons
Okay.
responsibly.
Yeah.
I don't know that there would
Oh, no.
actually be time to do anything, and I guess this is kind of already covered in the arcane implements gear, but like Logan would spend some time, brushing up on anti-ghost tools and devices and seeing what he can prepare from what's available.
Okay.
have something called a Spirit Bane charm?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have an explanation. So what it do?
A Spirit Bane charm is just like people keep them either on like necklaces or just like in pockets and stuff. It's essentially just like a charm or like a little totem that ghosts don't really like to be around. So a lot of people, like most people in Doskvol, have them and carry them because the supernatural, especially like ghosts and hulls and stuff, are so prevalent. But essentially the ghosts will avoid them if they can. It's not like a surefire method, but they don't like
Cool.
it.
Gonna put that on just cause it doesn't hurt.
Okay. And Logan doing some brushing up. Bron with weapons. You guys go get some wine. Make sure to take your charm with you. Anything else? Okay. Then in that case, we'll cut to this evening. The four of you make your way over to Silk Shore through a familiar area, which you have now been a few times and done a few stalkings and at least one murder in.
Been a few times, killed a few times.
You know how it goes. And you make your way toward the home that Barbara you would recognize from the description as Lavira's. I assume you knock politely. And she comes to the door. As fancy as she ever was, in a gown and nice shoes, hair and makeup done. She's kind of smiles. Barbara? And friends. Good evening.
Yes.
Hello. Lovely to meet you again.
You remember Jules?
I do.
This is Spice.
Bonsoir.
And Omen.
Gentlemen,
Sup?
nice to meet you.
C'est a pleasure.
Well, Barbara, I hope you brought more than one bottle of wine.
We brought some, yeah.
I brought my own.
Ah. Well, come in. She
Thanks.
opens the door for the four of you to make your way in. Shuts it behind her and slides the latch shut. Excuse me. It's pretty dimly lit in here. You guys have seen the inside of a couple of Silk Shore homes at this point. This one's pretty much the same. It's old. It's mostly wooden. It's sort of held together by salt and the grace of whatever hasn't murdered you this week. Lots of furniture, in particular, like in the sitting room. The furniture actually a little bit nicer than the rest of the home, but kind of a little bit old, a little bit worn in places. Looks like it's been patched. So it's like from far away, it looks pretty nice. You can tell it's used and things are being repurposed. Lots of stuff on the walls. Lavira has sort of shelves and shelves of books. There's one whole wall that's just covered in bookshelves. She's got totems and charms, and there's a big crystal ball, and there's all decks of cards, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much anything you can think of. Crystals, all kinds of stuff in here. She sort of gestures to the sofas. Please, sit.
Thanks.
Well, one of you's brought your own. Shall I fetch some glasses?
Yeah, it'd be great. Thank you.
And she...
The couch squishes down so far that like Barbara's like knees are in her chest.
She's just trying her best. So she leaves the room briefly, and you hear some like clinking of glass, some rummaging around in another room.
Gemma's being very nosy, looking at not like physically like getting up and looking at things, but she is taking in every inch of this place.
Logan is as well, trying to determine, okay, are those like actual totems that would do anything, or are they just for show?
Logan especially, I mean, you know a lot about this stuff. I think it's a mix of both. I think there's some stuff that I think is popular in Doskvol that doesn't really do anything, but it sort of, it's a little bit of a placebo effect, makes people feel a little more comfortable, and some of it seems pretty real, especially some of the books in here are pretty advanced stuff that not most people would be able to get their hands on. Jemma, as you're looking at some of the things on these shelves, you hear sort of some soft footfalls as a big black long-haired cat jumps up on the arm of the lounge next to you.
Hi. Going.
Aww.
Gemma doesn't like animals.
Barbara, the cat, sort of turns its head through these big green eyes and then makes its way over to you, kind of sits next to your leg.
Oh. Puts a big fucking paw out to get sniffed.
Seems friendly.
Go for a little ear scratch.
It looks feral. It could bite you.
I can take a little bite. It's alright. It's cute.
Barbara, this cat does not look feral. It looks like a fucking prince. The prince of cats. Beautiful, silky, long hair. Well taken care of.
Gives
Little chunky.
Oh, God.
Oh.
A ghostly growling emanates from behind where Bron is sitting.
Be nice. Scratchy, scratch, 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 scratch. Barbara is the person at the party that talks to no one and
hangs
finds
out with
the
the
animal.
animals.
100%.
Relatable. After a minute, Lavira makes her way back into the room with some glasses and a wine opener, as well as another bottle of wine that she has pulled out. What kind of wine did you guys bring?
Chardonnay.
Okay. So she brings a bottle of something red out as well. Offers to open them, pours some wine, kind of looks down to the cat. I see you've met my companion.
What's the name?
Rune.
They're very sweet. Aren't you, Rune?
The best fed cat in the city. He's very picky. Though recently he's developed a taste for hagfish.
Well, that's kind of, what? Is that ironic? Usually the hagfish eating other things.
Bit of fish, I suppose.
Right.
Are hagfish like caught and sold in the market, or like
Nope. Nope.
Is that these does Rune go out and catch them himself?
No. I have a contact.
Oh. Good to know.
I like to make sure those close to me are well taken care of. Barbara, I'm sure you can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So, sits down, kind of swirls the wine glass a little bit, takes a sip. Can't really read her face, but holds on to the glass. So, tell me more about this, issue you're having. Assuming your cohort here knows the details?
A little bit. Yeah, I got my start when I was younger. I'm in the pits and did a lot of fighting. Did some winning, some losing. Had a bad bout once. I hit them too hard, and yeah, they died. It was an accident, but yeah, I don't think she feels like it was an accident.
I can
'Cause
imagine.
she's back, and she woke me up the other night while I was sleeping, and basically said she's gonna haunt me.
So she spoke directly to you.
Yeah,
What did she say? Or I suppose, what sort of things did she say?
she blamed me and said I'd be seeing a lot more of her. I haven't yet, but I didn't really want to wait around find out when I'd be seeing her, so
Right. Well, sounds to me like you've got yourself a spectre.
Spectre.
There are many different types of entities, ghosts, in Doskvol and the surrounding areas. Spectres in particular are... well, malevolent is a scary word, but it's mostly true. The spectres that... well, live doesn't really seem like the right way to put it, but that inhabit Doskvol, generally someone who feel they were wronged in life, and they stay around. Unfortunately for you, their main goal is usually possession.
So she wants to take over my body?
Well, yes and no. Generally when specters possess a victim, well, they don't live the same way that you and I do, but they still need something to fuel them, to keep them here. It goes by a lot of names. Usually it's essence, energy, life essence. It needs that to remain here. And it very much wants to remain here because it feels wronged or has business it would like to complete before it passes on. So they go after people who have essence. Like all of us.
She wants to eat my body.
Well, not your body. More the life essence that keeps your body up and moving around. This is why they're difficult to get rid of. Spectres can't be killed, I suppose, is the closest you can get, unless they are drained of that life essence.
All right. How do we do that?
Well, the easiest way to kill the spectre is to starve it. Capture it somehow, and keep it there until ultimately it dies. Unfortunately, the less life essence a spectre has, more aggressive they become about finding it. Imagine being stuck in a room and not having eaten for 2 weeks. you wouldn't be pleasant to be around.
Is there a less gruesome way to go about it?
Well, there are other methods, some requiring more equipment, technology than others. Try to sever her connection to you. If that connection is the only thing keeping her here, perhaps she'll pass on. Downside being, if there's something else that's anchoring her here, you now have a mean spirit loose.
Is there a way to get her to talk to me? I mean, figure out if there's something else going on, or if it's just she hates me and wants me to die.
I suppose it's possible. You could perform a seance, try to fully summon her through the veil. See if she'll speak to you. I wouldn't bank on her having a friendly conversation. The things that bother people, the things that ail us, emotionally, mentally, they become worse in death.
I mean, if you're up to it, I'd like to try.
All right.
I feel like I ought to at the very least. I mean, it was an accident, but I did it, so, you know.
Okay. Seance it is. Give me a few minutes to set up. She leaves the room very briefly and comes back with sort of like a almost like a milk crate, like a crate with a few things in it. Moves the glasses, throws a black cloth with some things, some runes stitched into it over the table, pulls down some crystals off the shelves, lights some candles, kind of sets them around the room. All right. So, seances can go in a number of ways. Different spirits and specters manifest in different ways. Some through writing, some through sound. So, I suppose we'll just have to see what's what. What was this person's name?
Lydia?
Lydia. All right. I suppose if everyone's ready, we'll give it a try.
What will we be doing in this seance?
Well, I assume Barbara brought you here for both comfort and safety.
Of course. Will this seance, could this seance possibly bring about any other ghosts that might be close to or attached to anyone here?
Well, it's always possible. There is a lot of energy, a lot of ectoplasmic and spiritual energy around Doskvol. The lightning towers, for the most part, keep the nasty things out. But if you have anything in particular that's strongly connected to you, it could make an appearance. Doesn't happen often.
Okay. Well, I'm here for you, Barbara. Pats
Now,
her hand.
I have a ghost here already. Should I have them leave the room just in case? Or is that going to interfere?
I mean, there shouldn't be any interference unless whatever is attached to you is particularly, Wow, the only word I can think of is aggro.
He's pretty
aggressive,
savage
protective.
and wild. I would classify his flaws as, if I had to pick words for them.
Well, if this is a spirit you have some modicum of control over, then yes, perhaps it would be better if he was dismissed.
All right. Go for a walk, boy. Go on. No, don't make that noise.
I scoop up Rune and put them in my lap just in case.
Bron just purring, he doesn't give a shit. What kind of dog is Helsing?
The ghost kind. I don't think I ever actually came up with a breed.
The ghost.
Scottish wolfhound. Scottish wolfhound.
That's mostly because I don't know dog breeds in real life.
I will show you a Scottish wolfhound. They're adorbs.
They're also fucking huge.
They're gigantic.
Yeah, they're massive.
Mm-hmm.
There is like...
In my head, he just looks like Balto.
Here.
But in my head, sort of every dog.
Honestly,
looks like Balto.
yeah, I mean, somewhere between... I don't think it was like a purebred dog by any means.
Oh no, he can be a
Like,
mutt.
Helsing's probably a mutt. Probably like a little bit of like Aussie or something, because that's the design that I initially went with for him, but maybe a little bit of that with the Scottish Wolfhound. I don't know if they're what dog breeds can and cannot intermix.
So like a Aussie, but big and scruffy.
Yeah, sure. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Lavera kind of... Is Helsing, like, manifested right now? Or is Bron the only one that can see him?
No, I think as soon as Bron tries to interact with them. I mean, Helsing's always Helsing can't turn... Well, ghost form. That's the word. I don't know. We didn't really describe whether that was invisible or just, like...
No, in the last...
Darts.
In the alley fight, we kind of had him, like, disappearing and reappearing. He was kind of, like, going
so
mist.
If you're fine with that being in, like, a semi-form of invisibility...
I'm fine with that.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, so as he goes, I think you can see Lavera, like, watching the spot where he is.
Alright, he's gone.
A pet, then.
Companion.
Was he previously living?
I never asked.
Fair enough. All right. Any other concerns before we begin?
Bron just takes out a pistol and puts it on the table. I'm like, nope, I'm ready to go.
I see. She's kind of reaches over and turns the gun a little bit so the barrel's not facing her. You understand.
Oh, sure, yeah. Gun safety. Rule numero uno.
Sure. All right. Here we go then. You may take hands if you wish. It's not a requirement, but if you are close, the sharing of energy could be helpful to focus everything in.
Takes Bron's hand and Barbara's.
Bron is struggling to try to drink out of the bottle that they have every couple of minutes as with their hands taken.
You should give Bron a
half
camel
holding
back.
her hand, half like...
There is one point that, like, guaranteed during this process where Jemma just like tries to like hold interlocking finger hands with Bron just to fuck with him.
Sort regretting this more and more with each minute.
One of my favorite things in the universe as a DM to do is to awkwardly make my party hold hands when they don't want to.
I feel like we do it more in your games than any
It's
other
really
game I've
funny.
ever played in.
They did just say it was one of their favorite things.
I know, and now I'm realizing
Are
that there's
a
the
few
pattern
of my
here.
favorite things.
I just also run games with ghosts and seances in them. Okay. So, Lavira, as you all take hands, kind of shifts some of the crystals that are sitting on the table, and closes her eyes for a moment, waves her hands over them, and you can hear her. I don't know that anyone can understand what she's saying, but I think you can hear her like start muttering just very, very quietly under her breath. And almost immediately a chill falls over the room. The candles flicker a little bit, but stay lit, if a little bit dimmer. She continues to mutter, and then she looks up and opens her eyes and sort of locks eyes across the table with you, Barbara. But as she is staring at you, it's like she's staring right through you, like you're not even there. Her eyes sort of glaze over a little bit, and under her breath, she starts to repeat Lydia's name several times. And as she does this, Barbara, you hear a whisper. It sounds like it's sort of coming from over your shoulder. Hello, Barbara.
Hey, Lydia.
I didn't think you'd want to see me. And as she whispers this, Lavira, again, sort of looking straight through you, sort of says very quietly, "Show yourself." And Barbara, you feel this like horrible chill. It's like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as like something very cold sort of passes through you. And then in the center of the room, everybody, you can see this this form start to take shape. At first, it looks like mist, like the sort of light blue mist has kind of made its way into the room, and it starts to swirl and solidify into a vague humanoid shape. The features of the face are there, but kind of shifting, like they're coming in and out of focus. But Barbara, you sort of recognize Lydia. And the mist just slowly kind of swirls around the table.
Hello. It seems like you want to talk to me. So I thought we could talk.
You want to talk?
Oh, yeah.
You're the reason I'm like this, Barbara. What makes you think I want to talk?
I mean, maybe we could help.
What could you possibly do?
I mean, I guess. I mean, what do you want? You just want me dead because I killed you on accident? Or are you mad because you had something else you needed to do and you didn't get to because you died?
I had a lot of things I wanted to do. You don't know me, Barbara.
No, I didn't. I met you that night. We shook hands and everything. And I didn't mean for it to happen.
That doesn't matter to me now. I want you to feel what I felt.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
I think you hear this low laugh as the mist starts to dissipate a little bit more, and then from the other side of the table, I think you hear Lavira just quietly. I'm going to lose her soon, Barbara. What do you want to do?
Can you break it?
I can try.
Do it.
Do you feel a pit in your chest, in your stomach? Something that doesn't feel quite right.
Does she?
I think so, yeah. A little bit. That feeling of being very unsettled.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Pinpoint it. Feel it. That's what you're going to have to let go. Lavira waves her hands again, sort of over the table and up in front of her, and her eyes glaze over again, this time sort of going cloudy. She looks up towards where Lydia is, and she starts to mutter under her breath again. Barbara, I'm gonna need you to roll.
Okay.
For this.
Wreck?
I don't think so.
Damn.
This is
Gonna wreck that connection.
This is ghosts. It's gonna be a tune.
Is
Oh
this
boy.
something we can help with?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because, I mean, said before that Logan was doing what prep he could for dealing with ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe, like, whipped up like a shot's worth of something that Barbara could drink to help her get more in tune with ghosts or something.
Yeah. Sure.
But I don't know what I would roll for that.
That, I mean, either a tune or tinker.
Tinker is better, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
Risky, controlled, desperate.
We'll call. Oh, you would have done this earlier. Why is probably controlled? I don't think there's like a mega bad consequence here.
That's only a 3.
Okay.
Did it poison me instead?
I don't want to say it poisoned you instead.
The pit in my stomach is actually just some like Mondo gas right now.
Logan,
You get
Like,
shot.
Mixed up what he was making earlier and
just
rat poison.
because you get shot doesn't mean everybody gets shot.
shot.
though.
I think it doesn't really have any effect. Barbara, I don't know that you're entirely sure what effect it's supposed to have, so it's hard to say, but nothing feels really different.
It's kind of choky.
Like jots that down in a notebook and can improve upon it later.
Cool. All right. Guessing this is at least risky.
Yep.
Standard effect. No bonus die.
This might have great effect, but we'll see.
4.
Okay.
Good for 0 dice.
Yeah.
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 5.
That's it's a partial success. So you do it, but there's a complication. I think Barbara, I think with
I
your
get
friends
shot in the
around you,
stomach.
you get shot. And that's the complication.
But then it comes out.
I told you.
Hey!
How did you guys know? I think you can do it, but I think it's gonna hurt.
Pain don't hurt. Let's do it.
Because I think, well, Livia will explain this afterwards. You drink what Logan has given you, and you focus in, kind of holding onto the hands of your friends. I feel like you're more than coworkers at this point. Your friends on either side of you, and you listen to Livia kind of repeat herself to you a few times, telling you to focus, telling you to find that spot and hold on to it. And you do. You have this cold sort of pit, like right in your diaphragm. And you focus in and you listen to Livia's voice and try to block out everything else around you. But then you start to hear, and all of you start to hear from the center of the table, this sort of low, like grumbling laugh. As the mist is sort of even more now kind of coming apart and then trying to hold itself together. Barbara, I think the sound cuts through a little bit, and there is like some fear that you can't let go of, but you hear during a quick break in the laughter, Livia says, "Crush it." And you do. And Barbara, it hurts. Sort of a chill again runs through you, kind of down your spine, and you feel this pain sort of start right in your sternum, almost like a burning, and kind of radiate out. The pain subsides after a moment, but you kind of feel... It's like the pit is still there, but it's not the same. It's like when you crushed whatever was there, when you broke whatever connection was there, it left a hole where it had been You're gonna... See if I can find that thing. You're gonna take... What's this level? Yeah, this is a level 1 harm. What do I want to call this? Battered, drained. Let's call this drained. So put that in one of
I
your
was
level
about to
1
suggest
boxes.
getting ghosted.
Getting ghosted. Just put ghosted.
It's never called.
Yeah, so we'll put that in one of your level 1 harm boxes. And yeah, you can feel like it just feels like something is missing. But very quickly, when you feel that sort of being ripped out of you, the mist in front of you brings, like, sort of pulls itself back together again, and just for a moment in front of you, you see pretty clearly Lydia's face, and she just kind of cocks her head and smiles, and then the mist dissipates from in front of you. The candles kind of flare a little bit, and Lavira shakes her head, her eyes sort of returning to their normal dark color.
Ow.
Well, that was something.
Did that work?
Yeah, is it gone?
Well, depends on what you mean by gone.
Like,
Usually when
not
people
coming
ask
back?
that question, it means that's a no.
Barbara, she's no longer attached to you. Which means... well, hopefully, she'll no longer be as much of a hindrance. To find you, she'd have to seek you out, just like any of us would. So... she's not dead. Well, she is dead, but her spirit remains, but is no longer tethered to you.
All right.
Did you feel pain?
Yeah.
That can happen. It felt as though she'd been attached to you, perhaps longer than you realized.
It's been a while since it happened. What, you think the whole time?
Well, if you're what was anchoring her here, then yes. It seems unlikely that she would suddenly, years later, show up and tether herself to you for some kind of revenge. Generally, the longer specters are here, the wilder they become.
I mean, that makes sense to me. If someone punched me to death, I think I'd be a little pissed.
Although
It was an
someone
accident.
someone in that position probably knows that there is a chance of not making it out. One would think that it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Well,
Alright, knowing somebody can kill you and expecting them to kill you are two different things, you know?
the way our spirits behave is, not perhaps tethered to the soul or morality we had when we were living. Once they're severed from the body, they become different entities. So, the Spectre remembers Lydia. It is strange, though. You said she died several years ago.
Yeah. 4, 5 now.
She should be long gone. Are you familiar with the work of the Spirit Wardens?
We heard of them?
You have. They're the ones who are in charge of the Deathseeker Crows.
Yeah.
You understand how the Deathseeker Crows work?
Looks at the rest of the group, considering all the fuckery we've been doing with the Deathseeker Crows. Yeah, we got a pretty good idea.
Vague idea, yeah.
The bells ring when someone dies. The crows are dispatched. They hone in on the location of a body. And once they've done so, the Spirit Wardens intervene. The primary purpose of the Spirit Wardens is to destroy spirits. Precisely so things like this don't happen. They take the body to their incinerator. Seems like a rough word choice, but it's essentially what it is. Burn them and destroy whatever spirit might be left. So for all intents and purposes, Lydia shouldn't be here.
So either someone fucked up, didn't do their job, or they did it on purpose?
Essentially. And in my experience, the Spirit Wardens don't fuck up. Without direct intervention, anyway.
So either I pissed somebody off over there, or Lydia had some friends in high places that got pissed off, maybe?
Perhaps. It seems to me you all have a better understanding than most of how the crows work.
Oh, average understanding. There's no reason why we'd have more understanding than anyone else, I think,
Well,
They cover it in primary school.
I imagine you're not the only ones in Doskvol with a modicum of understanding of how these things work.
Sure. Seems like we've got a lot to consider then if we want to get you de-haunted.
At the very least, she's no longer tethered to you, so she'd have to seek you out. What she's up to in the meantime, your guess is as good as most others.
Thank you for all this.
Of course.
I'm assuming your payment for this isn't just some nice wine.
Let's just say you owe me a favor.
All right?
And if something else comes of this and you need my help, you know where to find me.
Right.
Now, I'm very tired.
Yeah, of course. Scoops up Rune, puts some on the floor. Attempts to, that hole, the couch, like going out from under you, and you're kind of stuck, so you gotta move a little bit. Yeah, does one of those. All right. Yeah, we best be letting Navira get some rest.
Mm-hmm. Lovely to see you again.
You as well. And pleasure to meet the other two.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting your date here. It was nice to meet you.
It's been a very enlightening evening, mademoiselle.
Well, the offer extends to the rest of you. If you need help with the spirit realm, you know where I am.
Yeah.
Huh?
I might be talking to you about them hagfish. Later, though. It's not tonight. You're tired.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. And thank you for the wine.
Yeah.
And she'll show you out.
As we're walking.
Alfie's making a face.
She didn't deny it.
Deny what?
That it was a date.
Well, it wasn't a date. Was it a date?
Well, not with all of us there.
Bron just has a shit-eating grin as he's walking ahead of the rest of the group.
You know what? I think you should be careful around her. You don't know. I mean, these mystic types, they're pretty sketchy in general. You know, I didn't like the way she was looking at you.
I think that was just part of the ceremony thing. Like, it was real creepy. Just like, but
Right,
I
it's
don't
hard
think
to
she
say,
was,
though.
she was
Yeah, it's
looking at
hard to
me.
say.
It was,
Well,
she was looking like through me. You know, it was the
right.
whole like,
And
magic
which can-
thing.
yeah, it could be. I'm after a while, it gets really boring, and you know, like it's probably around like a lot of ghosts all the time talking to nothing. Yeah, I'm just saying.
What are you saying? What?
I'm
She
just
is saying without saying so that she is jealous and does not want you dating Lavira.
that is not what I said at all. I'm just
not
I
saying.
said you did not say it, but you are saying that still.
I
Get her
just meant she's fine. You know what? You do whatever you want. You're an adult. I was just saying I didn't like cut of her jib. Is all.
Well, she was real nice. She did. I don't.
It's just a feeling. It's fine. I need a drink. It just turns
You
off.
need several drinks.
Barbara
Moves
looks
away
very
from her.
confused. Holds her sternum because it's still sore and just sort of kicks the dirt and walks back to the boat.
I imagine Bron's having a great time right now. Having been
Bron's
drunk
having
for the last
best
24
time right
hours.
now. Yeah, Bron's been drunk for 24 hours straight, but not like belligerent, like riding that buzz.
Just like a
and
nice
cruising.
just
buzz.
the right amount.
Just like the
Yeah.
perfect
Enough to
buzz.
dull the pain, and then has gotten one over on Jemma right now and just feeling good.
Bron's walking ahead of the group just singing, baby, it was a song you made me want. My
Basically
windows
skipping.
down and cruise. All the way back to the boat. You guys have never seen Bron
did.
so happy.
I didn't know you were a fan of the Florida Georgia line. Yeah, I got like all the albums.
No, we need to come up with the Doskvol version of that. Hold on, I'm looking
You
at
may
the...
remember what the other
Acros.
places are called?
Oh God, what are the other?
Elvie's muted but talking to the listeners through the captions still.
I would never.
We have the
Uh,
proof.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to look at the map now.
The Severos Acros line?
The Severos
Deruvia
Acros line.
Severos, yeah.
like
Acros
Severos
line.
Acros line.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you know,
technically
they
they're
play
all
all the time.
islands, so.
What is the ocean, but not a big line?
Ah, yes, God's lines. Anyway, so you're going out for a drink, going back to the boat to drink, splitting up,
going
I'm gonna
out.
staying
drink wherever
together.
I'm at. Yeah.
I'm splitting up. Gemma left.
Gemma
this
left
Conversation.
because Logan
Barbara's-
called her ass out.
Barbara's not fully understanding the ramifications of all the conversations this evening, and her chest hurts. So she's going home.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Logan's gonna play nurse again and tend to Barbara. First and foremost, figure out what are the, after effects of being untethered from a ghost and see what he can do to mitigate any of that. And may also, lend an ear and explain the social dynamics of what just happened.
Okay.
So it was a date? Fuck!
That is, I mean, we will never know, given that we made it more about business. Perhaps another time, you two could have some wine and not
I'm not
have
saying
ghosts
I
involved.
hadn't even really thought of her like that. Damn.
Well, it is something for you to chew on. You can either choose to begin pursuing that, or nip it in the bud and tell her that it's not something that you are looking for at this time. You don't have to say no forever, but it's better to make your intentions clear.
And Jemma... Oh, fuck.
I mean, it is difficult to tell with Jemma. Obviously, I do not know all the details of your prior relationship, but perhaps she still has some feelings, or perhaps it's just who she is. Perhaps if I or Bron got a paramour, she would be as defensive about us. So in a way, it shows that she still cares for you, just in a different manner.
Got a lot to think about.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go bed. Thank you.
You're welcome. And yes, bed is often a good place to do some thinking.
Make sure her spirit bane is still on. Probably gonna be wearing that to bed for a while. And yeah.
Okay. So Jemma heads out to get a drink and be left alone with her feelings. And Logan does some all manner of healing, all different kinds of healing. We'll actually do that mechanically here in a minute. But first, and Bron gets drunk and passes out in bed, I assume, having a great time.
If he makes it to bed. It
Look.
might just be sleeping on the deck.
Bron is the one having a good time this time.
Yeah.
This is not nice. Let's go ahead and take our break, and then we'll come back, see if we can get started on some Barbara healing, and then we'll go to we'll just
Turf
do anything else you guys want to
wars.
do, and then we'll start a turf war. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Like a full afternoon. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us so far. I'm having a great time, and I hope you are too. We will be back in just a brief few minutes, so stick around, refresh yourselves, and get ready for part 2. We'll see you soon. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are gonna pick back up pretty much where we left off. So Logan, we and Barbara, we're gonna try to start Barbara on the healing track. Where is
Yeah. So as a reminder, everyone in your crew gets +1 die to their healing treatment rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
So is this one of the things where we need to spend a rep from the crew to allow this healing to actually happen? Because we're out of downtime actions?
Yeah. So you can spend a rep or a coin if you want to do it now, or you can wait until the next downtime.
I mean, I can spend the coin too. I won't take from rep. This is my ghost, my pre-existing ghost condition. This has nothing to do with any of y'all, so I'll spend the coin.
Your insurance is denying the claim because of
You have to
Yeah,
pay the
you
copay.
know. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Alrighty.
Health insurance. Okay.
So you seek treatment. You don't have to acquire an asset. You already have somebody who can provide services. So your healer rolls, and then you will mark a number of segments on your healing clock based on how that goes. So I assume that Logan is taking charge of this, so you don't have to find outside help.
Much obliged.
Alrighty. Alright. So Logan, you can go ahead and roll. Your thing lets you roll what? Tinker?
Well, so
This?
I think that's a separate part of the ability. I can tinker with bones, blood, and bodily humors to treat wounds or stabilize the dying. I can also study a malady or corpse. And then additionally, it's just everyone in your crew gets plus 1d to their healing treatment rolls.
Okay. I feel like I looked this up last time, and now I don't remember. Let's see.
So I do the roll for my healing?
No, so whoever your healer is
Oh, okay.
will do the roll. I think I'm gonna
Okay.
double check because it's been a second since
So you get that plus 1.
I did this. Downtime activities. Recover. Okay. Your healer rolls. Quality level for an NPC. Tinker for a PC with Physiker.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
That's handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm good at tinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I should probably start improving that more. I mean, I was going to anyway, but now it's been reprioritized. Okay, risky, controlled.
Controlled.
I point a gun to your head. Now it's risky.
Because
Do
there's not really, especially because you guys are in your lair and everything, and there's really not a fail state. It's just like to see how many segments fill up.
Sure. That's a 6.
And that's 3 segments on the healing clock.
Dang.
All right. And then once the clock is filled up, you can reduce each instance of harm on your sheet by 1 level and then clear the clock. Yours is only level 1, so once you fill up the clock, it'll go away.
Cool. Thank you, Logan.
Ian.
Oh, this is interesting. You may heal yourself if you have the physic or special ability, but you take 2 stress when you do so.
Good to know.
You can also choose to simply tough it out and attempt to heal without any treatment. In this case, you take 1 stress and roll. Interesting. Okay.
Maybe in a pinch.
It's the recovering character that takes the recovery action. Healing someone else does not cost downtime for the healer. If you suffered new harm, clear any ticks on your healing clock.
But okay, so it sounds like I am, don't ever let me get hurt because healing me is harder than healing the rest of you all.
Yeah. If you want to do it yourself, you can acquire an asset to get a healer.
Eventually.
If you like. That does take an extra action, so sort of the balance.
Yep.
Or just don't ever let Logan get hurt.
Yep.
Easy.
I'm baby. Don't let me get hurt.
Protect him!
Logan and baby.
I mean, he is the smallest.
That's true.
That is very true.
He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Okay. So Barbara, you're making healing progress. Bron, we did yours last time. Okay, so we will then move on to, unless there's any other downtime activities you guys want to do. This is a big one.
Sleep.
That's okay. You get some sleep. Start the recovery process for a couple of you. And the other ones of you make some headway on your projects and stuff. We'll pick back up, I don't know, a few days later. And you guys are all together again, and you wanted to maybe discuss expanding your turf a little bit. So that's on you guys. I can provide you with the information you would have about the city and stuff, but it's where you want to go, what you want to try to take, who you want to try to take it from. That is up to you. So I imagine a strategy
Who rules
meeting.
this city again?
Hmm?
I said, who rules this city again?
Me.
Is there like a king we can...
There is a... it's like the Lord Governor or something. Hold on, let me pull him up.
Let's take their stuff.
You know, I know our crew's ambitious. I think that's a bit much at this stage.
There is...
Do it.
Heckin... My PDF doesn't want to load.
It's fine. You don't need to look it up for my joke.
No,
My
I mean, I'm
stupid
gonna,
joke.
because we should probably know that. I just don't remember what his title is. Where is he? White Crown? Go.
Lord Douchebag. Douchebag Supreme.
Why would he not be listed in the notable citizens of White Crown? Yes, the Lord Governor. I was correct. Awesome. That never happens. So White Crown, because you guys would know this, especially those of you that live here. I think it's the northernmost island. Yeah. So across the channel, there's like a long bridge to get over there. But White Crown is where the governor's stronghold is.
Okay.
It was originally commissioned as a garrison for the Imperial military while they were here, and now it is the home of the Lord Governor.
Good to know.
I've got his name in here too somewhere.
The notables in White Crown are a conductor and a sommelier.
Yeah, it's very funny that the Lord Governor isn't one of them.
But the Lord, it's like their wine guy and their composer are in here, but not the Lord
I mean,
Governor.
based on our actions in this city, it seems like those would be the most important people.
And maybe the Lord Governor is in absentia for the most part.
I don't
Pull
know.
up pull up the thing. Anyway, I'll do that while you guys are figuring
We're
out
in the
what you want to
docks.
do. Yes, you
Right.
guys
So
are
technically
in the docks
speaking-
currently.
The docks are already our turf, correct?
Well, 'cause
No.
there's the dockers who own the docks, I think, and they were just on friendly terms with them
yes.
to be permitted to dock our boat there.
That's correct. Your turf right now is pretty much your boat.
Our boat.
And your hunting ground is not really your turf. It kind of functions separately because there are other factions that work within it. So that's why I think you guys also have a relationship with the gondoliers, who allow you to sort of work in Silk Shore. But your turf is essentially your boat and your regular bar.
So, are we doing this in character? I don't want to make a choice for the group.
It's up to you guys.
We should probably try and stick to in character.
Okay, just want to make sure. Well, I guess if we need to expand our operation, where's the most advantageous for us to expand towards?
The way I see it, there are two main possibilities. We could try and expand within the docks and keep things close to home. It is a territory we are familiar with. But that would be, a bit of biting the hand that feeds us. We are on good terms with the dockers, and that would be taking territory from them. Also, this is a boat. It can move, so we could relocate the blood vessel as needed. The other point I was considering was, given that our actions have already weakened their hold within Crowsfoot, we could try and take some of the Crows' territory, as they are, well, perhaps someone has stepped up to lead them in the wake of our success there.
Well, I'm just wondering, what do we need more territory for? Like, for us, 4?
No. We need more room to grow into, essentially. You know, when you buy a starter home and it's just you and your partner, and you know it's enough space, 2 bedrooms, and then eventually you kind of start expanding into that. Maybe you want kids, maybe you got more pets, I don't know, but you gotta plan ahead of time for those little accidents that happen along the way.
Are you saying we're going to acquire more people?
I'm saying we're
I'm
already
not
in the
having kids
process
with
of,
any of you. I'm
we're
just
already
putting
in the
out
process
right
of
now.
acquiring more people. I've got a whole group of people
Barbara looks
hit
crestfallen,
me
but
up
moves on.
every day. So we've got the opportunity here to recruit. And if we're going to be recruiting, we need solidified territory for that.
We already fucking killed one of the heads of Crow's Foot in the Crow's Nest. Yeah, let's take him down.
Plus, the other gang that operates there is the Red Sashes, who have a somewhat positive relationship with you, Jemma.
Well, I like to keep it that way. I'm just asking, like, what?
Oh no, they probably hate him, right? They'd like to take a little bit more territory. So
Right.
we could use the Red Sashes to cut in on the Crows.
I just want to make sure that we'll all, like, understand that if we have more territory, then we have to, like, maintain it and, like, make sure that
Bron's
other
on
people
that.
can't take it. Who's
Yeah.
on?
Ron is. He's got some good people.
Do you
But-
not remember everything that happened yesterday?
remember. You also got your ass kicked. But we're not
It
dwelling
was a
on
fair
that.
fight.
Well, if it was, you lost pretty
You should
hard.
see the other guy.
Hmm.
We should actually see the other guy at some point because you probably got to kill him before he kills you.
Speaking
but-
of which, my proposal for this whole situation, I do think expanding into Crowsfoot is a good idea. I really do. 6 towers. Hear me out. Gray Cloak territory. We're already on the outs.
No.
With them. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. It's good land. It's good turf. This is up and coming, hoity-toity folks. Going to be easy to keep under control. That's why the Gray Cloaks have it in the first place, because it's easy to maintain.
Grey Cloaks have it already because Grey Cloaks still have a lot of territory and connection with the fucking Blue Coats because they're right next to Brightstone, which is one of those hoity-toity neighborhoods.
And I'm working on the Blue Coats right now, all right? We're getting more. We could essentially, with the recruitment plan that I've got in place here, we could
You got a 5-year plan.
We could essentially overtake the Grey Cloaks. We get enough people, we start building this enough, getting enough of these dissatisfied Blue Coats coming our way. Grey Cloaks aren't a problem anymore. We're the new Grey Cloaks.
You want to strangle out the Grey Cloaks.
Exactly.
Look, I don't think it's a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't think it's our first part of the game plan.
To go back to the analogy of an expanding home, are you all familiar with hermit crabs? Well, we are currently looking to get into a slightly bigger shell. If we were to go into one that is too big, we would not be able to make use of
Yeah.
it.
I got you. We should probably stick away from we're mixing the metaphors a lot here, and it's going to get confusing
Yes,
eventually.
I do not
Yeah,
know
right,
that hermit crabs can maintain pets.
completely lost here. So I'm just going to put it out there. I don't give a shit what we do. I don't want to do any more work, though.
Then why are you here?
No, you're not understanding me. I like the work that we do here, right? Killing people, manipulating people, getting paid. Mainly getting paid. I don't like doing extra work on top of that. That's what I'm saying.
We make this a job, right?
All right.
You already got your friends that are the Red Sash folks, right?
Right.
Bring them an offer they can't refuse, right? Tell them you want to help them.
More money.
Because they pay us to do it.
It
helps
more
us
people,
that we get
more people taking contracts.
More people taking a
Running
cut.
That's everyone pays a piece towards the center. We get a cut of everything that everyone does.
And who's
More people we have
managing these
working
people?
for us, more money is coming in.
Right.
We are. If you don't want to, that's fine. You won't get your administrator's cut for any of this, and you can just keep doing your normal thing. The three of us will do our stuff. If you don't want more work, you don't get more money.
Right. I like to do easy work to get easy money.
My father was an
World
asshole.
don't work
the
like
one
that,
thing he did
sweetheart.
tell me was that passive income is extremely important.
Yeah,
And this
is.
administrative fee thing sounds like passive income, and I'm all about it.
Diversifying our portfolio.
Also, it's just more people keeping more secrets.
We get enough people, less secrets that we need to be keeping. We keep the important stuff tight to the center, inner circle of trust.
Right. Okay.
Low level shit goes to the boots on the ground.
All right. I'll help you expand. But at this point, I don't want any part in any of that. It sounds way too complicated.
You coming with this negative attitude here isn't really what a thriving enterprise is about. We need to all be in or find a new
Wait,
dynamic
since when are we
here.
an enterprise? I thought we were a group of people that just assassinated other people.
That's an enterprise to me. If we're going to be taking down the 6 towers and caking our turf there, we need to make sure that we are all on the same page.
I don't think that we've agreed that that's
We're basically there, just like a couple of steps away. But let's get Jemma on the same page before we go on to the details there.
Oh, right.
Crow's foot is vulnerable, right?
Right.
They've got like a power vacuum or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they feel it, I don't know, but I think that's a real easy start.
Okay, crow's foot, then 6 towers. All right.
But whatever it is.
Crow's foot is like step 1, like 6 towers is like step like 40 or something. So you just hold your horses, all right?
How exactly are we going about doing this?
You're a Sash friend. I think it'd be a real good idea to have them on board.
Right, okay, so I'll go talk to him and tell him what? We're going to kill all of them? Is that the plan?
Not necessarily all of them, but certain district that we are looking to stake a claim for, and that
And they can take the rest.
The same tact we've taken with the Bluecoats. You go in, keep an ear to the ground. Anyone that's not getting paid enough wants to get paid a little bit more. You grease them up a bit. See how many will slide over to our side. Because when the dust settles, we want to have as many of them working for us as we can. But we have to plan to probably take out head honchos. So we're going to need info on the remaining crow leaders.
Right. So
And
what I'm
what
hearing
territory
is...
they hold. Because I don't think we're going to take out the crows in their entirety. We're just trying to break off a piece of the pie.
Right,
for
right.
ourselves.
Okay. Right, okay. So what I'm hearing is you want to do a job. And...
Are you just now getting to that?
No, I'm just getting to this. So you want me to help you out to do
another
this thing.
analogy.
No. No,
No, we're
it
not
is a
doing any
job.
more metaphors. We're done with the metaphors.
Legitimately a job. You want me to help you do this thing? That's fine. I need to get paid for it. That's all I'm saying. And not in interest, not in like people. I'm like, just gonna trickle in. I need to get paid.
Okay, so you want the three of us to pay you for helping us with this job. Is that what you are asking for right now? Because if that is so, then you are forfeiting rights to the residual income we are getting from this territory. Because that is not an equitable redistribution of our assets here.
Yes.
Yes, I did do accounting for like a year. I got real bored with it real fast. I just want everyone to understand where all this information, this lingo is coming
I will
from.
draw up a contract about this. In the contract, I will say if down the line I decide I want to reinvest and get back in part of the company and maybe do some administrative stuff, I'm not expecting it to happen, but you never know how things go. I will have that in there. But
Then
yes,
you will pay us with compounded interest to purchase your share in our current worth at whatever point that might be in the future.
Don't worry, I'll put it all in documents.
I'm not signing a single goddamn thing you send to
You
me
could read
until
the
I've had
whole
6
thing.
other people look at it.
That's fine.
How did
Barbara
Logan,
is playing
Barbara-
the 5-hand thing like on the table with a knife. She's just like completely checked out.
Logan, Barbara, where are y'all at on this? Like you
Jemma is welcome to hold whatever opinion she wants on the value of the work in this group. I will say that given that back when I was legitimate and I thought that there was an understanding between myself and a business partner, and well, to put it bluntly, they stabbed me in the back. We need to
Literally?
all be on the same page, or Jemma, you just need to accept that you will forever be the subordinate to us.
Was that like literal though?
What?
Do we have to take somebody out, Logan?
They are at the moment beyond our reach, but I am working on it.
All right.
well, I agree.
Can we circle back to the beneath in this group? We're assassins. We're gonna go assassinate people. We are all on the same level, right?
Exactly.
Right now.
In that part, if we are going to the next level and you're deciding to stay here, you are, by definition, our subordinate at that point.
Right, but this is a different different venture. I was like an adventure. This is a different venture.
different
completely.
adventure.
That's a different adventure. No, it's a different venture completely. They're not even linked. What, we're gonna hire people out to assassinate people for us? Are we just gonna
Yes.
become the guy who's
Yes.
That's how you make more money.
That
Why?
you just got there. Congratulations. You figured it out.
what?
We are going to be hired.
You let them do the boring ones, and then you get to take the fun ones, and you get to
Yeah,
decide which ones are the fun ones and the boring ones. But then you still get money either way. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, you look at us. Look at it this way. Somebody as we do more work, people are gonna want to come to us with more jobs. We got 2 people coming at once. Oh no, what are we gonna do? There's only the 4 of us right now. We've got an assassination of a. I don't know. We don't have a congressman, but whatever the equivalent would be in this universe, some hoity-toity noble.
I think there's a
that's gonna rake in
council.
the big butts.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, and then, Grandma What's-Her-Face comes in and wants her grandson knocked off because she doesn't want him getting her inheritance. I want to do the first job. That sounds fun to me. I'd rather someone else do the second job and still get the
Wow.
money from that.
There is a council.
Exactly.
Council person.
What God said.
Yeah. All right, I'm in.
Christ, that took way too much work to get there. I thought we were on the same page. Logan, I completely understand where you were coming from.
Okay.
What do we do now?
You guys had
Now.
about 60 more seconds before I reminded you all that expanding your crew is like a an important component of this game.
Oh yeah, I assume that was all just in character
Oh, yeah, it was
bullshit
great.
of
I assume
Jemma.
everything you guys do
Jemma,
is just in character
100
bullshit.
100% Gemma's not going to do any more work than she's already doing. But
I did not take that as
love
LB
that
trying to
for
talk
her.
us out of doing this
No.
integral mechanic of the game.
No.
Integral mechanic is a good way to
That
describe
is Gemma saying, I want money, but I
But
don't
no
want to
work.
do any more
and
work.
I need it now.
Yeah, and I want it now. So, like, pay me now. If you want me to kill somebody, I need to get
I
paid
know
for
a
it.
guy, his name is J.J. Wentworth. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, who's
That's
that?
our new scam.
877
Can we
cash
do
now?
that
Guys,
instead?
now.
God, I'll
High
never forget
interest
that phone number.
loans To,
Ever.
Oh, we're a loan shark. Let's just be loan
Yeah,
sharks.
can we just
can
do
make
high
so much
interest
money,
small
guys.
business
I will
loans?
also,
We already have so much money.
just because it's come up, I will also remind you that wow, words are so hard.
They really
If
are.
at any point you do want to change your crew type, you are allowed to do that. So, it's,
I'm not knocking being a loan shark because that does sound like that would have some significant pros and cons.
Because Gemma will still
Yeah.
get to kill people and hurt people.
we'd
Oh,
have to talk about the role play element.
Look, I have a really good.
That's
where
that
the
has
season
to play
ends.
somebody.
Is with you guys becoming loan sharks.
And all of our jobs just turned into going places and being like, "Hey, buddy, you want some money?
Break some kneecaps here and there.
You got 2 weeks to pay me back, or I'm gonna come."
You
come to
combine
your
the
house."
two, and you're literal loan sharks because you drive your boat around, kidnapping people, forcing them into predatory loans.
Oh, we could have named our boat the Loan Shark.
We'll rechristen it if it ever gets to
Okay.
that. So
Fuck, we messed up.
As fun as that sounds, would you guys like to make your plan?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Now
So
that everyone is
we're
on
there-
board. The funniest thing, I'm gonna have to make a marker of it, because the funniest thing in the world was Jemma being like, so this, like, we're gonna pay other people to do assassinations for it, and Val and Alex at the exact same time going, yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Gemma's confused as to, like, we just killed people. We killed 3 people in one day. Why would we ever need to get anyone else to do anything for us?
6 people in one day. Continue. Action.
So broken.
Wait, what?
Conversation. What?
savvy.
What?
What?
Nothing. Our GM just gave something away in an offshoot, and I caught it. It's fine. We'll talk later. Continue.
I think everyone else is legitimately confused.
I'm
including our
legitimately
GM.
confused.
You said 6 people. We killed 3, or did we?
No, she said we killed 3 people in one day, and I said you could kill 6 people in one day.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought you were like,
What?
no, it was 6.
No.
I was like, wait, what?
No.
What did those
No.
coins do?
I
What
was
is happening right now?
racking my brain like, what the fuck did I do? It's only been 2 weeks. That's the second time today I've been like, wait,
Sorry.
what?
I took
Where
too
am
many. I took too many leaps and I got really excited. Forget it. It's fine.
Or maybe it was 6 people, you don't know.
Well, now it's one of those things where the player says something, then the GM's like, "Wait a minute, that's so much better." That's what happened. You spoke it into being.
No.
Yeah.
There, I'm sorry. I'm done.
All right. So, it sounded like we had kind of gotten the beginning of a plan before all that happened. Recapping what we said: recruitment drive from red sashes and dissatisfied crows in the territory that we're wanting to work in, right? See how many more hands we can get on deck in this Viva La Revolution situation.
Yeah.
And identifying the head honcho of the territory we are trying to get at and offing them.
Indeed.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That seems like a pretty forward 1-2 punch. I can't think of any other ways to complicate that.
I like it.
We raise an army of ghosts.
I mean, we probably could do that with all the people we've already killed, you know?
Are any of us the lineage of an uncrowned king with a ghost army that we have not yet called forth to do our bidding?
Bron,
know,
are you
my-
still drunk from earlier this week?
Just like a little bit, yeah. Tapering off. I can't just go cold turkey. It'll be bad, so.
I mean, my dad's pretty up there, but I don't know. What's up? What?
It was a joke. Yeah, 1-2. I think this 2-step plan works. Jemma, any opinions on it?
No, just point me where you need me.
All right. So, who wants to handle what?
I mean, you and Jemma should probably do, like, the talky bit about recruitment, right?
I can help with that. Got different tacks on that situation. I'm more telling people what to do. Jemma does something else.
I'm glad that you pay attention to what I do. That's very sweet.
Logan, you look like you're thinking real hard.
Yeah, so this is me stepping back and thinking about what roles would be good. And I just keep getting tripped up over survey and study being like different skills. And it's like, because it feels like in the initial stage, I'm not sure what Logan would really have to offer here to help out.
Yeah, it seems like for this part is more going to be kind of a social thing, because this is really like part 1A here is like, let's go talk to people, get a lay of the land, because once we'll need to identify who it is that we're trying to kill before we can come up with a plan on how to kill them.
Yeah, I guess what Logan could do is like go along to one of those social things and just stand there quietly, but be like that guy who reads micro expressions and study a person.
You can identify who would be easiest for us to turn to our side.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
also, I mean,
stuff like
there's
that.
one of them is for is specifically for like doing research, and that doesn't necessarily have to take the form of like, let me go to the library and find a book about gangs. Like, you know, that's
Fair, yeah.
there's a lot of things. So
Yep.
Yeah.
if you wanted to flavor that as something other
Trying to
than, you know,
find-
reading and taking notes, that's also a possibility.
Yeah.
Barbara
We
is
flavor that
actually
as finding
got...
out who the leader of the section that we're trying to confirm
I'd consider
is.
that research, yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing of just washing people at parties, like, I'm pretty good at that. Like, I've got, I mean, if I want to quantify it, I've got, like, a 2 in that whole survey thing, so, you know.
2 out of 10?
No, 4.
Why would
So,
it be
like-
out of 4?
I don't know,
Well,
as the
on
game
system.
developers, listen, I didn't write it.
Oh, God, you gave me a nosebleed. What the fuck was that? Ugh.
On 2 meta, but yeah. So, I mean, Barbara's
This
got a
session,
decent
this session
survey.
has been a brain fuck in so many ways.
Whoa.
Be
But
careful
yeah.
what you're messing with, Barbara.
The ghost is getting to us. The ghost
Sean,
is
didn't
driving
you?
us apart.
What? Anyway. Sean Dinner, everybody. One of the creators of Blazing the Dark. Yeah. Anyway.
Don't make me put on my evil hat.
Hey.
That was so stupid.
Did Obi walk away before or after that comment? I
Before.
can't tell.
I assume the cats are doing something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard a cry. Off in
Don't
the
make me
distance.
put on my evil. Yeah,
Barbara.
I feel the same.
Barbara.
Barbara, don't make me put on my evil hat.
You want my evil
Barbara.
hat, Barbara?
No, it's time to die.
You're the one making me do this, Barbara. This is on your head. We can't keep doing this.
We can't keep doing this, you guys. Okay. So yeah, I say all of that to say Barbara's got a decent survey. So if you want to bring her around and
Okay.
just like make her sit to the side and watch some shit, then I can do that too. So
Well, I can go talk to the red sashes. Use my contact there.
Okay. So, out of character, breaking up the jobs right now. Logan, are you going to come with or not? Or are you going to kind of go off and do your own thing?
I mean, probably go with someone. I guess just thinking about the larger plan right now. I guess I know we said we are not planning to take out all of the crows. Are we planning to sell this to the red sashes of like, hey, let's take out the crows. We'll keep some of the territory and you get the rest, or is it just like, hey, let's take out most of the crows?
I don't think that's a bad option, honestly. Like, they abutted each other's territory. We already have a fairly friendly relationship with the Red Sashes. Like, I think we could lean into that.
So we want to kind of side this with the red sashes and saying we're kind of trying to get more of them on our side. So we're not really going to recruit any crows.
Not necessarily.
Unless they're really some convenient targets for us.
I mean, we could be recruiting crows, like trying to turncoat some crows so we can make this sort of situation easier. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But overall, I think we're targeting it sounds like you're saying we want to, if I'm understanding what you're saying right, it sounds like we are pitching this more as we're getting the crows out of their territory and we're not going after red sash territory right now.
Right,
Yeah.
we're not going after red sash territory. It's just how much of the crow territory are we trying to get rid of? Are we just like, let's downsize them, or is it let's get the crows
Let's
gone?
just take them out.
That's a big pitch for us to say we're trying to get rid of all the crows.
Yeah.
So let's do some info dumping and see what we got going on. Maybe we can find a weakness there that the Red Sashes can help us to put a wedge in there somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have step 1 of our plan ready, and I think
Okay.
we can't really do step 2 until we have more information.
All right. How do you want to approach this?
How do we want to pair off?
It's kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Bron's going to be taking more of the tact, like before, of basically approaching, like, as a commanding figure, but like, hey, I can offer you, like, somebody who's actually going to get shit done. Kind of that sort of tact, unless
Barbara is big. You want Barbara?
Barbara
to
might
go
make
together
more
then?
sense then. Yeah.
Cool.
So B team.
You brought in Barbara, yeah.
Gonna go after some crows.
Yeah, I
To
think
start
that
that
makes
process?
sense.
And then
Yeah.
Jemma's going to the red sashes. So the question is, who does Logan want to go with?
Logan would probably accompany Jemma, mostly so that we can do the team name short and sweet.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, being there as support and like doing the reading of the red sashes and figuring out like, okay, how are they taking this? What can we do to adjust our pitch?
Okay,
Things like that.
that sounds good. Okay, I think we got time to do at least one of these. So let's start with Bron and Barbara.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the approach for this part of the setup?
I think going to a crow. I mean, obviously, we don't want to go to like one of their bigger hangouts, like where there's going to just be like every crow in the world who's like, cheering for, like, is like just super into being a crow and everything about it.
Sure.
I think maybe just going to a bar in their territory that's not as popular, and seeing if anyone there might be grumbling or easy pickings for us.
Okay. I was looking to see if we had named a bar in Crow's Foot already.
It's possible, but that would take a lot of digging in my notes.
Let's just name a new one right now.
Perfect.
The Talon.
Ooh, that's fun.
Hey.
A little scary, a little nasty. Talon. Okay. So this is your pretty standard Crow's Foot bar. There are a lot of them in Crow's Foot. It's owned by some local goober named Roscoe, who also tends bar there. It's a really standard bar. It's not real big. It's not real nice. But it's one step above sort of a hole in the wall type place. I think we have a bar named the Hole in the Wall. So it's nicer than that.
I think we do.
It's nicer
Any
than
bar's
that.
nicer than the Hole in the Wall.
But tables are a little wobbly. Glasses are a little dirty. And everyone is a little mean. The two of you just going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bron, unless Barbara has a different sort of tact here that she wants to go with, I think Bron will go to like a corner table and kind of set up, in like the Pirates movies where they're like recruiting for new pirate stuff. So they just kind of set up in a dark corner, like it's their desk almost. And yeah.
Like the guy that sits in the back of every tavern and admires pirates and just has random stuff to give you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I love that guy.
And
that's what
Barbara-
Bron's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barbara can like stand to the side and almost just make Bron look important. Like he's
Yeah,
got,
like people
protection.
Yeah, so that people come over and be like, what's going on? Like, what are you here for and stuff, and we can start getting some interest.
And that'll let
Okay.
Barbara sort of watch the door and check some shit out.
I don't know how to have you roll for looking scary but approachable.
I was going for a commanding presence.
Okay. That'll work.
Can I
Good thing I put it
take a stress and help him?
Sure. Seems appropriate.
By the way, it won't work on this. I did find out I should be giving myself additional dice when I'm doing stuff where Helsing is helping me. I read that in the book earlier.
Oh, good.
Oh shit.
Just putting that into the universe, because that might have helped save my life on a couple of occasions.
Well, I mean, it's not like you died, so.
Or did I? All right.
Yeah, let's have command. An extra dice, an extra die to the pool from Barbara.
I accidentally put it as risky, but
Well,
no, risky's it. Yeah, it not desperate, because it's risky, not desperate.
yes, it's not desperate.
Okay.
Risky's good for this.
Fuck.
Oh!
That was a bad roll, y'all.
That was a really bad roll.
I can't do anything about that. Oh, I also should have one less die, too. I forgot. I got to subtract one die from everything.
If you're
for my
rolling from the
wound.
sheet, it should be doing it.
No, because I had
It's
2
not?
in command, and then Barbara gave me 1.
Oh.
So that's a 2, a 1, and a 1.
Okay.
Woof. Glad you brought me, because we may have to kick some asses.
I may get shot again.
Yeah, you know.
Bron, you're sitting there and
As
you get
happens
shot.
when you fail a roll.
That
It
you'd
does
failed,
happen
so you're gonna
every
get
time I
shot.
fail a roll.
Alex is right. Okay. No, I think it's more I think the situation's more complicated than that.
Good.
I think you're sitting there for a little bit. At first, I don't think anybody really approaches you because you look like a scary dude sitting at a table in the back of a bar, which very aggressively, to me at least, reads, "Leave me the fuck alone."
Yeah, too commanding.
And I think after a little bit, the hi Raiders, welcome.
Hello.
We're in a bar and rolling very badly. Well, Bron specifically is.
What else
After
is new?
about an hour, I think the bartender, who is this real big, like burly guy, dark skin, scarred, shaved head, just real mean looking. Barbara, I think you'd probably see this first, but you see him sort of lean on the bar, kind of on his elbows, and lean down to talk to another guy who's been sitting there for a while, and kind of points over at Bron in the corner. And then you see this other guy who was sitting at the bar, who is a little bit smaller, not quite as burly, but still pretty cut, kind of rough and tumble looking. Brown hair kind of pushed to one side. He sort of stands up and makes his way over toward Bron.
Incoming. Probably not good.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He makes his way over, Bron, and walks over across from you, pulls the other chair out from the table, flips it around so it's backwards, and kind of sits in it.
Barbara steps up slightly noticeably just to be like at Bron's side.
Oh no, Alec died.
Oh, no.
Goodbye, Alex.
Yeah, that's the USBs all failing together.
Oh,
That's the first time the
no.
camera's done it.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, you're back. That wasn't
You're
good.
back. Nothing terrible happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just kind of leans on the back of the chair. Hey there, mate.
Hey. What's
Been a
your
while since you ordered a drink. You gonna take up his table for much longer?
Didn't realize there was a time limit on our drinking here.
Well, there's a time limit on people who aren't paying customers. You catch my drift. Roscoe's a bit strict, so I'd let you know.
Right. Is there anything else you needed?
Yeah, what you got there? I'm working on something.
Just a bit of a project. Hoping to have a real staffing issue. Some work that I'm doing.
Interesting. What kind of work is it you do? Don't really look like the paperwork type.
No, this is just to help keep track of things, names, that sort of stuff. No, this is a bit more hands-on.
I see. Well, don't be getting too hands-on with anybody in here. My boss's
Fair
boss
enough.
is very protective of his people.
Right. You, I assume you work here and aren't just doing this as a favor to somebody.
I work here, there, sort of everywhere around this little block.
Yeah.
Keep the riffraff out, you know?
So you're pretty high up there then.
Middle management.
Ain't that a shit place to be, right? Got everybody's problems going both directions.
Now, anybody below me got problems, they solve them one of two ways.
How's that?
Shutting up or dying.
Well, seems like you are well employed then and probably aren't interested in any opportunities that I have, so I will purchase another drink here in a moment. Keep your boss off your back.
Just a little friendly advice. My boss, Roscoe, ain't the only one with eyes around here, so, you're in here trying to poach. I'd keep it a little quieter. Rorik might be gone, but he also wasn't the only big name around here.
Alright. Roscoe. Make
Just
sure I
sorta-
don't get on their bad side.
Points at the large man behind the bar.
Thanks for the heads up. Your name was...
Didn't say. Turns the chair back around.
Have a good one, didn't say.
He goes back to the bar.
Shit. We're probably gonna need to head out, find a different place.
Yeah.
I am interested, though. Maybe got a little bit of information there. He does not seem like the type anyone would enjoy working for.
That's fair.
Maybe if we can pick out a couple of his lackeys, that might be a decent place to start.
There's a thought. Can Barbara do like a quick, I guess not quick, like probably could have been doing this the whole time, like a quick little survey of sort of like the goings on here, maybe including whoever just spoke to us in that?
Sure. Yeah. Pull this up here. What am I looking for? There they are.
It's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a partial success. What specifically, what kind of things is Barbara looking for here? What does Barbara keep an eye out for?
Probably just looking for who looks like they are important and who looks like they are not, and who looks like they are maybe happy or unhappy about that.
Okay. I think there are probably at least a couple of people in here who don't hide their facial expressions super well. But I think you notice while this conversation is happening, there are a couple of guys at another table that is sort of pushed off to one side that are very much sort of keeping an eye on the conversation that Bron is having with this guy. After that conversation ends, I think you'd see the two of them sort of finish what they're drinking, and they'd get up to leave.
guess as they're leaving, chatting with Bron, those two might be stopped.
Let's go say hi then.
Barbara
Get
tips
up.
well.
Leave a tip.
Very nice.
They don't follow us.
Okay. You get up to leave. Alright. You leave. You make your way outside.
Yeah, we're gonna go find those guys who just left.
Okay. You don't have to do a lot of work because they find you. You make your way out of the bar, and as you sort of turn to walk a little bit down the street to see where they've gone, you see the two of them sort of step out of the alley and just kind of lean up against the wall so just not like not like squaring up or anything, just kind of like leaning, like knowing they're in front of you and you were gonna walk that direction. One of them leans against the wall, and then one of them kind of steps out to stand next to him. Just stand there. One of them kind of lights up a cigarette or something.
Can I bum one of
fellas.
those?
Sure. Why not? Kind of flicks one over your way. You're not from around these parts?
Close enough.
And, what exactly are you doing here?
Recruitment.
Is that wise? Shouting that out in the middle of the street.
Ain't no one else around here except the four of us. Two of you seem to be well aware of the situation. Mr. Didn't say it in the bar.
Yeah, no.
That your boss?
Thinks he is.
Seems like a shitbag to me.
Everybody who works for Bazo Baz is kind of a shitbag.
Bass. Name rings a bell.
It should. You're bordering his turf.
So that's what? Anna's boss's boss?
Might be a few more in there. He's got a pretty big head.
Yeah. Boy, I do not envy the two of you being dead last on the totem pole there. That's a shit gig.
Hey, nobody said we were dead last.
Second to last, then.
At least I can afford cigarettes.
Yeah, I
Barbara
remember
chuckles.
those days. I was in the military by myself. That kicking the little guy, new recruit, when he's down. It's a shit way to do things. Everyone just taking out their craps on the person below them. Situation now, as it is, being my own boss. I wouldn't go back to that if it killed me.
That's all well and good. But, we're sort of here to help you move along your way.
Alright. Well, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm here to help you move along your way as well.
You trying to recruit us?
If you're tired of being a peon, a grunt to dicks like that, come find me.
Do you know what happens when people turn their back on Bazo Baz?
I don't think Bass is going to be a problem for you much longer.
I thought Henna had a big head. I'm gonna have you roll something.
Something?
Yep, something.
I will take another stress to help you out.
I mean, would command obedience with your force of personality, would that be appropriate to what? That's really what I was trying to angle towards again.
I think so. It doesn't necessarily have to be mean.
Yeah, because I'm not like, again, I am not really, I'm trying to put myself out as like, hey, I'm in charge of my own shit, come work for me instead.
Yeah.
Instead of doing what this kind of stuff Jemma
Yeah, I
does.
think that'll fly.
Okay, so Barbara, did you say you were doing
Yeah, I took a stress to give you a bonus, but you're at -1, so just roll regular.
That'll just negate it.
Yep.
Okay. Please. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Do I push myself to take another die?
It's up to you. You're empty on stress.
Yeah, I'm gonna push myself to... so I can get that third die.
Since you've got trauma.
Well, it's a 4.
Okay, that's a partial success.
Better than a 2.
So you've said you're here to help them along their way.
Yeah.
I knew exactly who you.
You can call me Omen.
Wow. That's something.
You might have heard of a few things that me and Bricks here have gotten up to, along with some of our cohort.
Barbara just has a little teeny tiny smile on her lips, smoking her cigarette.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I'll admit, we haven't been around here doing our thing as long as some folks have. Maybe not even as long as you have, but we're not looking to take small steps. We're punching big, and anyone who gets on board with us at the ground level here, they're going to be set for life.
I'll think about it.
All right. Which is the bar at the docks that is that the hole in the wall, or is there a different bar?
The Razorback is the original bar. There are other ones that we've made, but yeah.
But that one's close enough that we'll probably go to it regularly, but not like...
That's where you meet with Cross,
right outside.
generally.
Yeah, that's where we get our stuff.
And you guys know, to different degrees, but you know the owners.
Okay. That would be safe turf for us to meet on, though.
Yeah, that the owners are dockers and stuff, so.
You know the Razorback?
Heard of it?
Ask for me there. They'll find me. If you're interested.
Just kind of nods.
I look forward to working with you. And stamps out the cigarette that they took, probably, and says, looks to Bricks, or looks to Barbara, says, anything to add, Bricks?
Thanks for the cigarette.
Anything for a lady.
Barbara full on laughs at that.
Run along then.
And they leave. Or Bron leaves, at least.
Okay. And you leave.
Barbara stays behind, murders both of them. No.
What?
Start of the army of ghosts.
Yeah, ghost army.
How do you get a ghost army without breaking a few ghost eggs?
You gotta start somewhere.
Are we just ghost eggs?
Are people just ghost eggs?
No. No, we're not.
LB is done with our shit.
Too bad you got 3 of us for at least 3 more hours tonight.
Yeah, but I'm in charge of the bullshit then.
Oh, like you can contain the bullshit.
I could just end the stream. Oh yes, I have the
That only
ultimate-
punishes you, LB. That only punishes you.
All
I'll
right.
just end the Zoom call and be like, all right, everyone.
LB
leave
just
for the next
Kicks us
hour."
all out of the Zoom call, starts playing Dead by Daylight. All right. Well, we're reaching the end of our time. So I hope somebody wrote down a couple of very important names that you guys got. That name was Henner, which is Henner.
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 I realized
kinda
after I
just
said it, I
mumbled
was
when
like,
I
nobody
said
fucking
it.
knows what I just said. I don't even know what I just said.
I was like,
I heard henna.
Your boss,
Henna.
Henner.
Like the makeup. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
Henner. So close.
So, Roscoe,
Henner.
Henner, Bazo, Baz.
That's
Mhm.
the best.
You
Got
got
'em.
him.
Got him.
Did we have? We haven't heard Bazo Baz at any point. That name just sounds so
No.
familiar. But there might be another
one of you
character named
has.
Baz.
Nope, one of you has. One of you definitely knows who that is.
Is that one of us reading right now? Or is that
I was
me
reading
who haven't
notes,
forgotten it?
not for this game, but
I wonder if that was something from the gambling den that I went to.
This is a little bit of a backstory pull.
Oh.
oh,
I mean,
It's
it could
one
be
of
that's
you.
me.
mine.
It's me. Hi, it's me.
It's you. It's you.
It's me.
Okay.
Gemma
Oh
knows who
yeah,
that is.
not on good terms with him.
Gemma knows who that is.
I was
Jemma knows who that
did
is.
I write a backstory?
Val, you've probably, I mean, you're pretty familiar with the book, and he's an NPC from the book, so that's probably why.
Oh, gotcha.
He found a book. We'll
Gotcha.
figure out more about
That's why
him
I read a book.
next time. So it's Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that next time because I'm very excited for you guys to tell Gemma that you met somebody who works for Bazo Baz.
She's going to be much more on board with the whole expansion thing if we can screw him over.
Yeah. All right. Let's do advancement. Hi. Yeah. Hi. There's a cat in here. Okay. Let's do individual advancement first. Nobody made a desperate roll. I was kind of afraid that's how the bar scene was gonna go.
Surprised it didn't.
Barbara kind of saved that, I think.
Yeah. As she does
Okay.
most things.
So review. Yeah, she does most things.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Barbara and her garage. All right. Playbook specific
Barbara and
trigger. Everybody.
Barbara and Garrett.
Garrett is a very funny name for a garage. So everybody's got a playbook specific trigger.
Would we describe any healing that I do as addressing a challenge with technical skill?
I would think so, since I mean you specifically have a move that lets you do it. Be good enough that you don't have to search out an asset for healing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Most of your challenges are probably going to come from your teammates. Oh, what else is new? All right, so we'll do those. If you expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Yeah, probably with dealing with not wanting to be like, fucking nuke this ghost.
Yeah,
Be like, I feel kind of bad for this ghost.
I feel like the conversation about the turf was that for a lot of you, if not all of you,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
especially Gemma, who made a very clear stance. Hi. If you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas.
Is the ghost, given that the ghost was the issue of my vice and having to deal with all of that, does that count?
Yeah, I would count that.
Okay.
My trauma is obsessed. That's how I roleplayed Bron being very driven to go to deal with the Grey Cloaks.
Yeah. Did it
Oh,
cause you issues though?
Well, it just says struggled, right?
It says you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. Mark this if
I
your
mean,
vice
I just-
tempted you to some bad action or if a trauma condition caused you trouble.
I was more saying that just arguing with the group about it, but that's fair. There wasn't really a trouble.
Not yet.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah. Hi, buddy.
I leveled up.
All right. So yeah, you can put those either on attributes or on your playbook. Let's do the crew. Somebody take charge of the crew sheet.
Gonna do it.
All right. Crew specific XP trigger. You guys have the one that's like do a murder or something. I don't ever remember what it is.
So,
Hi.
I mean, Barbara did just kill those two guys right at the end there.
It's true.
Successful
Just-
accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom.
No, but just every episode, find one random NPC
To murder.
shank in an
Fucking
alley
awful.
just to get XP.
I mean, you could. There's nothing in the rulebook that says you can't do that.
I imagine the spirit of that question is, are we doing it for a job?
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a score. You know, every once in a while there might be a little random murder. Okay.
Just
did
make
you
a save file and then
We're
go to
gonna
town.
start saves coming. Contend with challenges above your current station if you tangled with higher tiers or more dangerous opposition.
We're trying to take
Yep.
turf.
Yep, that's a big yes.
Also the ghost.
That's also a big yes. I would do 2 XP for that one.
Yeah.
Neither of those are kid stuff. All right. That's gonna have challenges. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Did you do anything to promote your reputation or did you develop a new reputation?
We're recruiting.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Very ambitious. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew? That's yep.
I think we did deal with some inner conflict.
I'm
yes.
gonna say 2 for that one as well. It was a lot of what happened this time, and I loved it. Okay, so that's a decent amount of XP.
What?
Good job, everybody. How close are you guys to the next? Oh, you're only like 3 away. Dang.
Yay!
Freaking... You guys are really good at getting the crew XP, which is
Fuck
great.
Yeah.
All right.
Just gotta bicker more.
Every time you just bicker about something you think and you get XP.
I got it.
It's great. I'm loving it. I love this weird.
I'm loving it.
This group has like the weirdest set of relationships, and they're so interesting to me to watch these guys like desperately try to be friends with each other and then piss each other off and then go get drunk and almost die and then do it all again the next week. We could make a CW show out of this.
We really
could.
could.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we go away? Game related or otherwise? Plug related.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. You can follow this crew and the channel on Twitter. You can also follow and subscribe here on Twitch. You can subscribe to our YouTube. You can join our Discord. You can do all of that fun stuff and come hang out with us. We love it. Our schedule should be regular for the next week, so join us tomorrow night for Dungeons and Dragons, and then for our regularly scheduled stuff. Beyond that, we're live every day but Wednesday. Tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Val and myself and Alex will be on LB's channel playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to the Astral Sea. I always want to say the other one. I don't know.
Ethereal?
The ethereal plane is always what I want
Yeah.
to say, and I have to think about it. We're going to the Astral Sea, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a great crew that we're going with, so coming out with us there. We will be back to do this again next week, which I am very excited. I'm really excited to see how this particular part goes. So we'll pick back up next time with Jemma and Logan. and the red sashes, and then we'll come back together and probably start some more drama. So we'll see everybody in a week. Until then, good game and good night, Internet.